So welcome back YouTube. I've got the brand new Taylormade Sim2 driver here and the Taylormade Sim driver. What I'm going to do today is actually talk through the differences between the two drivers and then put them to the test to see which one performs better. So if you want to find out how I get on, then make sure you stay tuned for the rest of the video. So before I get started, if you haven't already watched my video of watch this before you buy the brand new Taylormade Sim2 driver, I would recommend getting yourself across there because I'm doing a free giveaway to win this driver. All you have to do is subscribe to the channel and comment on that video for your chance to win. And as soon as I get to 5,000 subscribers, I'm actually going to do that giveaway. So I'll put the link down in the description below. So before we actually have a little look at the driver, what I want us to take note of is that there's a new head cover for the Sim2 driver. You'll notice that it's got the Sim2 writing all the way down the front hand side, and you'll notice it's kept the same theme as the white, blue and black as the previous model did. However, this time the blue is a lot lighter, and there is a reason behind that which I'm going to show you now. So the first thing to take note of is the sole of the golf club. The Taylormade Sim2 sole is now fully built out of carbon, whereas the Taylormade Sim sole was part carbon, part stainless steel. Whereas now what Taylormade is saying is because it's made fully out of carbon, it's going to help to increase that club head speed, resulting in more distance off the tee. So from just looking at the two drivers, what you'll notice as well is the fact that the Taylormade Sim2 has that really nice light blue colour to it. For me personally, I quite like the look of the colour on there. It actually looks a little bit better, I think personally, than the Taylormade Sim. But let me know down in the comment section which one you prefer the look of. So one of the major selling points for the Taylormade Sim2 driver is the fact that it's actually a lot more forgiving than the Taylormade Sim driver, and the reason behind that, Taylormade state, is that it has this aluminium ring that runs around the back of the club head that makes it a lot more stable when hitting your shot, so it means that those off-centered hits are a lot more forgiving. So another thing that we'll notice is the fact that the Taylormade Sim2 driver has no adjustability. There's no adjustable weight on there, whereas the Taylormade Sim driver, you can see it's got that adjustable weight that you can move from the heel to the toe to affect the draw or fade bias. So hang on a second, last year's model has got more adjustability than this year's. Well, Taylormade have actually said that removing that adjustable weight will help increase the club head speed of the driver. So Taylormade actually said that the players on tour were actually adjusting the height to be higher or lower to affect the club face position. So for example, putting that 9-degree driver into a lower setting to 7-degree will actually open the face by 3.5 degrees. So if we have a little look at the club face, what we'll notice is that both drivers have still got that twist face technology and they're both been speed injected. The speed injections on the Taylormade Sim are on the middle of the face, whereas on the Sim2 it's actually in the toe. What we'll also notice is with the Taylormade Sim2 driver is that the face is slightly bigger than the Sim, and why they've done this is to help increase them off-centered hits. So again, all about that consistency element. So the Taylormade Sim2 driver is going to be hitting stores at around the £399 mark, retailing at £450. The Taylormade Sim driver, however, is probably going to drop in price a little. I think personally it'll start to go down to around the £350 mark, which some stores have already started to do in preparation for the Sim2. So now that we understand what the Taylormade Sim2 model has over the previous year's model, it's time to put it to the test. So what I wanted to do was actually keep it nice and fair. I'm going to hit 10 shots with the Taylormade Sim, 10 shots with the Taylormade Sim2. I'm going to use my Pro Force V2 shaft in both heads, and I'm also going to keep the loft at 9 degrees. I'm not going to adjust it at all, and I'm also going to make sure the weight is centered in the Taylormade Sim to keep it nice and fair. So let's see which driver comes out on top then. So we're going to start off with the Taylormade Sim driver, 10 shots to see how well we actually get on. Obviously I'm used to hitting this driver. This is the club that I always hit and I have done for the past year. So hopefully I should be pretty good with this one. So I was slightly off the toe on the last shot. However, I've still got decent distance. It moved over a touch to the left hand side. Total distance of 302. So I mean, pretty long shot that is for me. And again, so shot number 2, going to do 10 in total, just see which one performs better. Right. So I couldn't have struck that any better. I think that's probably one of the best strikes I've hit. Let's see that last one. 316, so pretty long on that last shot. Tell you what, Sim2's going to have to do some serious work. Right, shot number 3. Slightly blocky. Good carry distance on it again. Carried 278 on that last shot. Got a total of, what, 298. So again, nice and long. Shot number 4. So I hit that really well again. I mean, it feels great off the club face, the Taylormade Sim does. Hopefully the Taylormade Sim2 will feel just as nice, if not better, hopefully. So what's that, 303 total distance, shot number 5. Slightly off the top and off the toe, 238. So whether or not that Sim2 is going to make that shot a lot more forgiving, we'll find out. But I mean, for me, that one, a lot higher off the face, didn't really feel good, only travelled 269, and it's gone so far left I'd be out of bounds, so not a good shot. Creamed it, 273 in terms of the carry on that last shot. Total distance of 303. It's gone slightly left of the target again. Need to start that start line a little further right, or keep that face a touch more open. So what's that now? Backspin was 1,300, so pretty low. Right, shot number 7. Again, slightly out to the left-hand side. Didn't strike it great. Backspin number pretty low again. Slightly left, 284. All of them moving over a touch to the left-hand side. Oh, I tell you what, I've absolutely creamed that last one. Oh, that one felt good. Right, what's that gone? 280 carry. 304 total distance. Right, 2 more. I mean, looking down on it, it looks really good. But we'll compare that again to what the Sim2 looks like. Slightly higher off the face, but again, distance-wise, 280 carry. Again, gone nice and long, 307 total. And we're going to go one last shot, which will bring us to shot number 10. Again, roped it. Felt brilliant, that last shot did. Couldn't have hit that one any sweeter. So in terms of the total distance, 301 yards. So overall for me, the Sim feels nice and easy to hit. It's super simple, super easy. I'm just going to swap it to the Sim2. Again, keeping on exactly the same settings I had previously. So neutral, 9-degree head. All I'm going to do again, just twist it in there, screw it on. Just listening for those 3 clicks as well. So if you've got a driver currently, just make sure it's clicked on 3 times. I never want to think it's going to fall off. If I get 3 clicks, I know, what, 1, 2, 3, I know it's all ready to go. So what I'll do is I'll just put the Sim2 head down here. Again, keeping it nice and fair, exactly the same, so using the same ball, same T-peg height, nothing's changing. Right, so give myself a little rest as well, so I'm not tired when I'm hitting the Taylormade Sim2. And what I'm looking for now, I've changed the colour of the ball flight to be blue, so we can compare the stats back a little bit later on. So exactly the same now. Head looks slightly bigger at the address position. Obviously, it's got that slightly bigger head for those off-centred hits. But again, like with the Sim, if I didn't quite catch it, you can really start to see that ball flight changing. I'm hoping with the Sim2 that it becomes a little bit more consistent. I don't know, we'll give it a go anyway and see how well it performs. So pretty good strike, slightly off the toe again. Felt a bit nicer off the club face, to be fair. I quite like the feel of that last one. 311, pretty long there. But yeah, it felt a little bit more thuddy. That's the best way I can describe it. There's shot number 1. Oh, that felt good. Smack bang out the centre. 272 in terms of the carry. I can see that down on the GC quad. Looks really good. 294 total distance. Feels a little easier to hit, this does, than the previous model. Shot 3. Again, caught it really clean. So good. Felt brilliant off the face again. 280 carry. Was that 305 total distance? What's that? 281 carry. Right. Shot number 4 coming up. This is so easy to hit. I mean, for me, usually what I find is that ping are probably the most forgiving driver out there. I mean, this feels just as easy to hit than ping does. I mean, that's rare. And for me, I've always been a strong believer that ping drivers are probably the most easy club to hit if you were struggling to actually hit your driver. But I mean, these are feeling nice and easy to hit as well. Right, shot number 5 now. 293 total on that last one. Tell you what, I've got it on a rope. Got it on an absolute rope. This one here, for me, feels a lot easier than the previous Sim model. What was that there? 300 total distance. Nice and straight again. Right, backspin was 2,239. Good backspin rate. Some of my numbers on the previous one was a little low backspin. Yeah, I could tweak around and change the shaft for that in the previous, but I'm keeping it exactly the same. I'm not changing anything at all. I mean, in terms of that was, it just feels so good to hit. That's the best way I can describe it. So, shot number 6. Again, decent drive, little bit left. I mean, nowhere near as far left as I was hitting it with the Sim. 306 total distance. Moved a little left, but still good shot. Right, what shot we on now? Shot number 7. It's a good drive again. Didn't get that start line as far left as far to the right as I'd hoped for, but it's a good carry. Good total distance, 293. Right, so what was backspin number? Was good again, 2,200. Right, let's see if I can get a few more. We're on shot number 8, 3 last shots. So I mean, that felt brilliant, like that shot. Got that little draw under control there. What's that? 288 total distance. I mean, backspin rate was a little higher, 3,000 on that last one. We've got 2 more. So right, that one I hit out the heel. I didn't hit that very well at all, and it was low off the face, but it still carried and got a decent distance. I mean, for me, that's what I'm after. That's what I want to see out on the course. Rather than me hitting that bad shot that doesn't travel, that's what I want. So for me already, let's do one last shot, let's do one more. This is performing brilliant. Right, last shot now. Little low spin in that last one, only 818 backspin, so come out of the air very quickly, but it's still gone 289. Can't complain at that whatsoever. Interested to see now what the numbers are saying. So what I'll do is I'll pop the stats up just over here. What I want you to notice is that my carry distance with the Taylormade Sim was 273 yards, going a total of 299. The Taylormade Sim2 driver, however, only carried 272 and went 297, so it was actually a little bit shorter. Does that mean that this driver isn't as good as the previous driver? For me personally, no. In terms of consistency level, this performed a lot better in terms of straighter shots, off-centered hits than the Taylormade Sim did. So for me personally, I would definitely give this a strong 9 out of 10. Very happy with the driver itself, and I would say that this is an improvement on the previous year's model Taylormade Sim driver. Let me know down in the comment section which one you prefer better, which one do you like the look of the most. Thanks so much for watching the video, guys. Hopefully it's given you a little bit of an insight as to what the Taylormade Sim 2 has to offer over the previous Taylormade Sim. Let me know down in the comment section. Thanks so much for watching the video, and I'll see you all again Friday night, 7 o'clock.